Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my adventure series. We're at in the beta Hydri system, which is a permit system, and we are at Camp Schmidt, and we're gonna see what's here. We're gonna check out what there is to check out. It takes a minute or two for the
cargo scoop deployed.
For that back radar or back sensor to populate. So we're just going to get started, and every little bit we're going to do a circle to see if we see either surface mining material, raw materials, or one of them strange happenings. Now there's some surface mining or raw materials that we can shoot at, so we'll go that direction, start out. And while we're headed that direction, if you will look at the video, the bottom right, there is a subscribe button. Please press that. I'm a small publisher, and YouTube just doesn't give any attention to small publishers unless you have just a boatload worth of subscribers and thousands of hours viewed. So I need your help to help the little guy, the little publisher, and help the other little publishers too, because YouTube makes it harder and harder for the small ones to survive. So if you wish that the small ones survive, not just the publishers that have millions of subscribers, then we're going to need your help. All the publishers are going to need your help. Small publishers. So we're looking for anything and everything. It's kind of a rough planet. And they might stay up for a little bit. That's not too bad. So we're going to do some surface mining. We're going to check out when other than signals come up on our back sensor. Let's make sure we're not missing any. Nope. And then we'll go that direction. This way you'll get a chance to see the planets, see what they're like, traveling on them. To get to where we can shoot at it. And this is helping you with your materials for the engineers, because you need lots of materials. So we just collect. And these are the raw materials. Look around and see if there is other than signals. Could possibly be one there, those vertical ones. It's a possibility. Let's go in that direction and see if they get stronger. And while we're doing that, Sys left. No, there's no other signals at the moment. No, hit the wrong. Sys left. Yeah, we have everything selected. We don't see anything else. Yeah, there is some signals back there. Let's go check it out, because that's what we're here for, is to check it out. Whatever's here, if it's crashed satellites or a crashed ship or whatever it might be, we like to check it out. And this way you have a video reference of what's on in every permit required system. You get most of these permits just by gaining rank. More rank you gain, the more permits you get, the more credits you get, all of that. Credits, of course, by doing other things too, mainly other things like delivering cargo, and all kinds of missions, and selling commodity, buying and selling commodities. Explore rank by traveling and using your discovery scanner, and by surface scanning planets. That's on the Road to Riches website. But it's a rough terrain, and I have a VR headset, so you probably have to get used to the motion sickness. It doesn't bother me as much now as it did when I first started using VR. I could only do it for maybe an hour at a time, and I had to take a break. Motion sickness was killing me. But now, no, I'm pretty well used to it now. So if you have trouble with motion sickness, get you a VR. And just start playing and take breaks in between, and when you start feeling the motion sickness, it will cure your motion sickness. Now on planets like this, sometimes I see ships and all kinds of interesting things, and it's kind of what we're looking for. We want to see what's here. Signal's getting stronger. We have a trespass zone ahead. This means there's probably sentry skimmers. But what are they guarding? That's the question. That's what we want to see. Now, I'm not a combat pilot, so I'm not going to go shooting skimmers. Because what I hear is if you shoot at them, you get put on their enemies list. And the next planet you go into, they start shooting at you. Now, sentry skimmers will pop up at some point. Because we're getting closer and closer to... There they are. But that's pretty cool, because we like to see what we can see and look for the interesting stuff. Okay. Some more materials over here until the next interesting thing. That we'll go looking for. I do get quite a few hits on these videos, this type of video, so most people must enjoy them. They like seeing the surface mining, they like seeing the skimmers and things, so we'll keep making them. Go to different systems, like right now we're just focusing on the permit systems. Kind of looking around to see if there's any other interesting places. Trying to get a reference, and there's not really a reference in the sky for that trespass zone. Because we don't want to go after that one again. The same one. Now you can go back to the main menu and come back. And usually the trespass zone and surface skimmers and all that will be gone. So you can look for a new set of things. So that's up to you. You need to play the way you want to play. That's what I always suggest. Frontier developers put it in the game for a reason. That way. Well, it says it's low reserves, but we're doing pretty good at surface mining here. Oops, wrong button. It's probably the direction of the previous ones that we were looking at. There is something interesting over here. Look at this rock. Is it just a shadow? Yeah, I think it's just a shadow. It looked like it was floating. Yep, looks like a shadow. I have seen floating rocks in this game, so. Well, those didn't go up very far. I don't want to go to the same one over again. Might wind up going to the main menu and just see if another one will come up. And just make sure. We'll go back over here. Just make sure this is the same one. And if it is, we'll go back to the menu and come back. Give us a new, fresh instance and see if we can find some more. Yep, it's a sentry skimmers over there. So it'll be the same one. They usually pop up, so they're not shown until they pop up. Okay, so we've got a new instance. I went back to the main menu and back again. So that set won't be there. So they'll be new. If another one comes up, it's a new one, new instance. And that's kind of what we want to see. So we're going to give it a chance to repopulate. There might be some stuff over here. So we'll start heading that way until it fully repopulates. It looks like there is an outcrop. We didn't see outcrops before. So that part's good. It's supposed to be more material in the outcrop. There's another outcrop pretty close. There's quite a few in this one. Okay. Let's see what we can find. There's more outcrops than we had on our first instance. Let's go over here and see if we can find something other. Yeah, it's not really getting stronger, those vertical ones. Need a circle to see if we can find something. Might be a far distance. That might be the reason. Well, we might be getting some on that back sensor. So we'll go check that one out. Yeah, we're getting some. So we'll check this one out, and it'll probably be our last here at Camp Schmidt planet. Still not real close. Keep going in that direction until we get there. Until we get closer. Sys lights. Sys lights. Don't want to make our arrival too obvious. We are getting closer. Signal gets a little stronger all the time.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Now we have a trespass zone coming up. And if I recall the ship, he'll try to get as close as possible to that trespass zone for some reason. There's some more over to the right, so this is probably some containers that rolled away. Got some bootleg liquor, you'd probably like that. That might give you a reason to come out here. Yep, we found quite a bit of raw materials, and we found, let's see what it says about these containers. They're illegal salvage. You'd have to sell them at a black market. But you could pick off some of them and take them to a black market and sell them. So let's see if we can get away from this place far enough that the ship might not come sit on top of it like it usually tries to do. So while we're trying to get far enough away the ship doesn't land on it, thank you for watching. Please look at the bottom right of your video and you see a subscribe button. Please press that. If it doesn't work or you don't see one, if you scroll down a little further underneath the video, you will see another subscribe button. So press that one. That'll really help me out because I'm a small publisher and YouTube don't care as much about their small publishers as they do their mega subscriber publishers. So, need all the help I can get. So we might go ahead and take out this one. Sys ship.
Ship recalled.
So while we're waiting on the ship.
Cargo scoop deployed.
But knowing that ship, it's going to want to go over there where the... I don't think it is, but it is moving that direction. It just seems like to be right next to the It was between us and the trespass zone, though. It had to go that direction, because that's just what it does. See, it was about in between us and the trespass zone. I could have put money on that one that it's going to go park near the trespass zone, because that's what it does. So again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and watch more of my videos. So until we find our next destination, thank you for watching. Sit down.